Oh fuck, it's raining. Just kidding. Sure. So we're getting ready to go on like a 5-hour hike to some remote village called Grahan. Grahan village. And yeah, it's one of the more remote villages here in Parvati Valley. And it's been raining every day. And this is the first day of sunlight that we've gotten, so we're gonna take advantage of it. So yeah, should be a crazy adventure. I don't even know how to get there. None of us know how to get there. That one Indian kid that was gonna come with us is not coming with us now. He's going back to Delhi.
Yeah. Really? How come?
He's going back to Delhi, I don't know.
The guy that I was with downstairs said we've got to head up that way and we'll eventually get to the T section. We've got to go left.
Yeah, left's the easy way.
That's what I've heard.
Right's the fast way.
Alright. Yeah.
So there's 2 ways. You come to a fork in the road, apparently. This is the legend of the town. If you go one way, it's easy. If you go the other way, it's faster. We'll make our decision when we get there, I guess.
Okay, dude, you ready?
I know words, I have the best words.
Stocking up on some snacks before our journey.
3 bananas, 2 apples. Curious to see.
जी ग्रहण कहाँ है? हाँ जी. This way. Go to the left side of the bridge. ठीक है. So that old man said, cross the bridge to the left. Grahan. This guy's following us already. We're already getting followed. Let's see what this is about. Oh, I guess he's coming with us.
He's like the scarecrow. Who's the first one that joins along the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, right?
Is it the scarecrow?
It is the scarecrow.
Yeah. He's the scarecrow. Oh man, this is epic already.
It is. I was just thinking that in my head as you said that.
This is like Lord of the Rings shit.
Namaste ji.
Namaskar bhai ji.
Kaise hai?
Dude, like we're legit going on a quest. This is like the entrance.
I am black man. I am black man.
You're a black man.
I am Indian. गर्व है मुझे हिंदुस्तानी हूँ मैं. भारत माता की जय हो. Hard man.
Oh, you're a hard man.
Hard man, black man.
Hard and black man? I don't know what that means.
Try to figure out the riddle. We'll understand it at the end of this quest. It's all going to go full circle. This is part of the quest.
We have to fight like a giant black man or something? It's an NPC.
It's an NPC.
That guy's still following us. He's like 100 meters back there now. I don't know if you can see him way back there. But slowly, like Michael Myers is just creeping up behind us. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I just don't know what he's saying. He's talking about the police and he's spitting and praying to Shiva. What is that? A donkey?
What the? Donkey? If I had to guess. With the long jaw.
We found a bridge. How is it doing that? This plant is moving and no other plants. There's no wind even happening. Look, nothing else is blowing. I'm actually confused by that.
That's so strange.
Look, you made it stop and it's still doing it.
Dancing for...
It's pointing us on the direction. That way. Thank you, sir. Thank you, G. I didn't want to have to tell you guys this, but I was peeing on this tree right here, and then a bunch of people started walking, and well, I accidentally peed on my pants. That's actual pee. Anyways, got a few more hours to go. Well, so far in the first hour of this hike, a guy followed us. We saw a dead thing, and I peed my pants a little bit. So, I guess it's going pretty good so far. There was a festival here in the village, so all these people that are coming down from the village, well, how it works is all the villages from the area, they check up on each other. So if you live in a remote place and there's a festival, everyone from around the area comes to check on the elders, make sure everyone's okay, do some celebrations, do some dancing, singing, some cooking. So that's why you see all these people leaving. We found a little spot that has some cold drinks along the way. We asked someone that was walking down, they said we're about halfway, so we got about 2 hours to go. Look at this place. Got some other people that have stopped to grab some food or something. What did you say?
Because you got scared because people were coming.
Well, what it was is that I put it away too soon. I wasn't finished.
Did you stop peeing like midstream or something?
Well, I thought I was done. And then like when I put it away, it wasn't done.
It's like, wait, I still need to release stuff.
But there was like a big group of women and stuff. I was like, oh god. Carrying a shrine.
Yeah, right? And you're fucking pissing.
At least that guy stopped following us.
What do we do? Left or right?
I think we go left.
What do you think?
Easy way. Wait. Does that say easy way right there? It says something. So, some locals warned us about coming to a fork in the road, which we think this is it. And one of the ways is shorter but harder, and one of the ways is easier but longer, and we're not sure which one it is. Because this thing says Grahan village this way, and that thing says Grahan village that way.
Maybe we ask her. Ah, she's pointing
This lady is pointing us this way.
You go this way? Okay.
Water. Ah.
Okay, thank you.
Dhanyawad. It says, warning, this is to inform you all that from here onwards, nobody should consume or carry alcohol with them. If caught, they will be fined and punished appropriately. This is a completely alcohol-free village. So the local village religion, the local deity of the village, prohibits people from drinking alcohol. So the village is completely alcohol-free.
What do they think of alcohol? Like what? You know this?
I don't know the story, but apparently their god just forbids it. Namaskar ji. Okay. So for like the past maybe 15 minutes, we've just been climbing straight up. And it looks like we still have a little bit to go, but it looks like we're pretty much coming to the top if you look compared to these mountains. Come to another fork in the road. One goes up, one goes down. We're gonna split up. Tom's gonna go up here, we're gonna go down here. All right, Tom, see you in in the afterlife. Anything?
That was the last time we ever saw Tom.
Yeah? I think this looks like the way. Oh wait. Wait, there's an arrow up there. What is that?
Water.
These plants are are alive. Anything?
Yeah, it seems like a leaf somewhere, but I'm not sure. Seems like a really steep way.
Yeah, let's try this way.
Now I'm fucking destroyed.
How many hours do you think we're at now?
3 or 4? You think so?
I'd say, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd say between 3 and 4.
Let me check my phone. I remember I checked the time. It's 4:20.
What time?
Well, what are you waiting for? It's 4:20. Look at that, guys.
Yeah.
Wait.
Show them this just because it looks better with the 4.
So, last time I checked my phone, it was 1, and we'd already been walking for about an hour, 1:30.
Okay.
So, 4 hours, right?
Yeah, 4 hours.
4 hours. Hour 4, guys. Ji, Grahan kahan hai?
ये बस 7 minutes.
How? 5 minutes?
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Huh.
How many minutes? Yes.
Yeah. He's like, just cross the shit river, past the Lollipop Kingdom, and then make a left at the 7-Eleven. Oh God. Oh God, no. Jesus. Civilization.
Either way, it's good. Get settled and just walk around, get some shots.
Sounds good.
Close to the sunset. Be really nice lighting.
We found a little guest house to stay in. Oh, that's a... Nice. This is way better than what I expected.
Dude. Check out the view. Blankets. Some just pure greenery, and you got mountains there.
Hello, G.
No good?
Is it?
No good?
Hmm?
How are you?
Oh, doing good.
Good?
Ah,
Yes.
ah.
Yeah, I am good. Yeah.
You good?
Where are you from?
America say, G.
America, say.
So it was 4 hours. He wasn't bullshitting. Yeah. Then how does it take an hour back?
It doesn't. There's no way it takes an hour back.
Yeah. I'd say between 2 and 3. Unless you're skipping down, like without no pun intended, skipping a beat.
Oh wow, that's a huge weed plant over there. That thing's like,
Oh yeah.
look how tall that is.
Can you see puffs of smoke up there, people?
Can you?
Yeah. There, it looks like it must be a guest house. People just chilling out, looking at
Wow,
the view.
man.
Get some food?
Ah, yeah, definitely.
Ground ourselves?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Eat here?
They have a restaurant here. I can't believe people live here. We were just talking about how crazy it is that they have a Sony TV and the journey that this thing must have traversed to make its way. They don't even have electricity here. Well, I guess they must sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
They have a
Like
TV,
every movie.
no electricity. It's just for looks.
Yeah,
When they do it, everyone gathers around.
It's like a social
Yeah,
status.
yeah, it probably really is.
Maybe people pitched in, got the TV.
It's like a decoration. It's like almost like having a golden statue or something. You know?
It's an actual Sony too.
They've like made it into a temple.
And it is an extraordinary piece of technology. Like the TV
Yeah, of course.
changed the world. Yeah.
And even like the fact that TV signal gets up here.
And
I don't think so.
it's probably just movies.
Watching DVDs?
Yeah, probably just DVDs.
So I can now have Endgame.
Or satellite TV.
How crazy, man.
Yes, I have the entire MCU saga, my friends.
Do you get tigers a lot here? Lots of tigers here?
Not but down plane.
In the plane?
Come down, you know, this side. don't have hair. Maybe it's like plain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Downside, don't have hair.
The tiger ate your cow.
Yeah, like catch him, then eating like tiger cow.
That's so.
Maybe the bones we saw.
Have you ever seen a tiger?
Sorry,
Have you ever seen one?
me?
Yeah.
I don't see here.
No, you don't see them?
Say that's 2 meters long. You can speak about facts about the curtain, but what isn't real is the meaning that we are associating with the curtain. Like that's my grandma's old curtain, and
Right.
it's really important. It's so special.
That's like the subjective meaning that we put onto
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But that's like the realm in which we're living. We're not just seeing the curtain. We're seeing like, no, that's my grandma's curtain.
right.
Or that's Elton John's guitar.
We have an
as some
attachment
other
to it.
people would
Even like
say.
with certain animals, like I'm gonna feel
Yeah.
much more compassion and love for a dog than I am, let's say, I don't know, a fly or.
But the non-dual teachers that, like, for example, in the Upanishads, they will speak about the difference between name and form and then the absolute reality. So they say, like, for example, if you know gold, then you know the earring, the necklace, the nose ring,
Right.
all made of gold. So the name and form is all dependent upon the
Source.
So gold would be like that's the substantial reality that manifests all
and
these
they're
other
saying
things.
The substantial reality is
Non-God.
is non-dual.
Right.
Is non-dual.
Oh,
the
yeah.
But it's not a
the-
full. It's not the full picture still.
It's saying the name. The what?
Like coming to the conclusion that it's non-dual is still not seeing the full picture.
It's still within the confines of the subjective human mind because that's our roof. And a lot of these experiences are like from meditation, psychedelics, these subjective ego trip experiences. So you'd be like, wow, this is non-dual, this is one, but that's like compared to your normal reality. What happens if I get some crazy seventh dimensional alien that has a million times more intelligence than you? What do you think his ego trip is going to be? You know what I mean? Like us humans think that we have the ultimate answer, but not realizing that we're like worms. And how far, like the potential that we have. It's just like such a arrogant thing to say. Like it's, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Yeah.
And on the very least, we can feel non-dual and we can feel separate at the same time. So it must be both.
And that right there proves polarity. It's in everything. It's in all dimensions, except for source. But that's not a dimension.
But source is creating something.
Yeah.
It's doing something.
So we're living the manifestation of source, not the source itself. That's and that's an important distinction. Yeah. But it's interesting, you know.
That's why I point to always what Jesus would say, like being a child of God.
Being a child, yeah, exactly.
He
Like
came and
humbling yourself.
He declares that he's a son of God.
Actually,
So he's the image of God. So when they say in scriptures that man was made in the image of God, if Jesus is the sinless image, the perfected one, then when we look at him, we are basically seeing God, but who he is as his physical expression walking around, he's declaring himself as a son of God. And he's trying to teach us that you are the same. So, I don't know. When you said your video was "You are not God,"
and you are, you're not. I'm just trying to show the opposite and the polarity. So that's more of a clickbaity thing. Like you are, but you're not. It's like God is within you, but you are not it, sort of thing. You know, the all is in the earthworm, but the earthworm is far from being the all. And it's like, and it's interesting because this story, a lot of people go through this kind of archetypical story of thinking that they're God and that they're all that is, and it never ends well. You know what I mean? Even to go back to Avengers, I've just been talking about it non-stop. But Loki, the trickster god, you know Loki, right? He went through the same thing. He thought of himself as a god. He went to Earth to think he can rule above humans or whatever. And by the end, it's a bit of a spoiler, but do you mind the spoiler?
No, go ahead. Spoil it.
He gets choked out at the end by Thanos. And at his last breath, he says, "You will never be a god." And that was his full circle moment. It's like, you're not. You ain't shit in the context of the whole universe. You know what I mean? You can't transcend natural law. You don't know. You just don't know. And I love that story, you know. He even said to his father, Odin, like, but we are gods. And he's like, we live and die just like humans, we're not God. So to me, it's like, if someone as powerful as Odin, a fucking deity, says we're not God, it's just, I just find it funny how like a little human thing, it's like, yes, I am God.
Yeah.
It's just funny. Irony. And like you said, and I think the deep, there's many factors and who knows why, but I think a important factor why we believe this is because we don't want to accept the evils and the sufferings and the harshness of this reality. Because if you accept this as real, you have to accept that as real. And then you have to accept that that is within you. And the human story is like, there's a lot of dark shit. And you got to accept that. That all those things are within you. And you have the potential to be Jesus or Satan, you know. And that's a tough pill to swallow. And I went through that ego trip. I think, like, you know, you went through a similar thing with the whole spirituality journey. We went there. We wanted to transcend the human side, but really it was just escapism. Spiritual materialism. And Ram Dass talks about this a lot. He's very grounded in that. But
Yeah.
This is why I've loved like having the roots in Christianity with these things, because it was never about trying to become God. Like when you understand Jesus, can I read something from it? This is from Paul giving a letter to the Philippians.
should put it closer.
It's like chapter 2. I'm just going to go here from chapter 2, starting from 1. Just want to read this part because these Christians, for example, would believe that Jesus was God, but hear what they have to say about him being God in human form. So they're asking us to have the attitude of Christ. So I'll just go from line 3. Don't be selfish, don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourself. Don't look out only for your own interests, but take an interest in others too. You must have the same attitude that Christ Jesus had. Though he was God, he did not think of equality with God as something to cling to. Instead, he gave up his divine privileges. He took the humble position of a slave and was born as a human being. When he appeared in human form, he humbled himself in obedience to God and died a criminal's death on a cross. Therefore, God elevated him to the place of highest honor and gave him the name above all other names, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bow in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue declare that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. So you hear something like that. You have, if this is God coming down in human form as Jesus, he's not walking around saying, I'm going to rule the humans, I'm going to bring down all this chaos and all this stuff like that. Instead, he comes as a servant and gives his life for something much bigger than himself, which has helped so many people through faith in him come into a relationship with. Even if you scale it down into not something so spiritual, he went through a really challenging life, one of the hardest lives I've ever heard someone to ever go through, one of the most courageous lives. And you as a human that needs to go through suffering in this world, rather than saying it's not real, it's not true, you know that you have a friend that has lived this life and gone on that journey, always with you, walking alongside you. So you kind of like know that somebody else has lived through and gone through the suffering of life and not let it bring him down. He always chose love over evil, even to the point that they're hanging him on the cross. He's looking down at them saying, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they're doing. So he transcended.
They're unconscious, they don't know.
They don't
like children.
know. They don't know.
And
So,
it's funny that you're saying that, just going through like all the suffering and the humanness. And intuitively, you know, when we know someone who's gone through a lot of shit, and what do we say intuitively? He's like, he's a real motherfucker. Like, we say it like unconsciously. He's real. Not the person trying to like meditate his way, align his chakras, fucking, and that's cool if you want to do that, but don't over that.
I'm saying it's bullshit. I'm just going to call it out as bullshit. I've had enough of it.
That's hilarious.
It's materialism. We're going around these places here, especially places like Rishikesh. You've got people dressing up and selling products that they know that Westerners exactly want to have. Courses on how to cleanse your chakras and all this breathing. I'm sure it's had its place, but at the end of the day, sitting in the corner of your room, meditating and practicing your breathing, yet having conflicts in your daily life, challenges at work, shitty relationships with your girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's not helping you actually practically live a more fulfilling life that contributes to the betterment and well-being of others in the world, then what's the point of all your meditation?
Right. And if everything's God, then you should look at the little tiny things in life as the most profound. Like, it's like here they talk about non-duality and you see rubbish everywhere. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just hypocritical. Thank you, brother. Oh, man. Like, come on, like eating chow mein, egg noodles in the mountains. This is the shit. This is the transcendent experience.